Hi everyone, Mike McNeil here. Just going to do a quick video to show you my online drum lesson studio. So I'm using a software program to record this video, as opposed to recording it on Skype or Zoom where I do the lessons. But this will still give you a very accurate idea of what the lessons with me would look and sound like in terms of the video and audio. So keep in mind that your setup in terms of the audio and video doesn't have to be anywhere near as elaborate as mine. I've got all these mics and cameras and everything because I'm trying to provide the best experience to the students. But usually you can get away with just the built-in microphone and built-in camera on whatever device you're using, and we'll just position it somewhere so that it works really well. And I can usually figure out what you're doing from that built-in mic and camera, which is just a simple thing. I teach online drum lessons using Skype and Zoom. I teach almost all ages, and I teach all levels: novice, beginner, intermediate, advanced, and professional. And sometimes advanced and professional students want a specific series of lessons on a certain topic, and I can usually help you out there. So it's a relaxed environment here. Actually, so relaxed you sometimes might see me with a coffee in my hand still. um, the program is covers a lot of different areas. It's very thorough. We talk about a lot of different music styles. We learn how to read rhythms and write rhythms. We work on playing along to songs. Work on some rhythmic ear training. Obviously technique, rudiments, coordination. Lots of different fill concepts. I can even give a little bit of advice if you're someone who's looking to play professionally, as I did that for quite a long time. And yeah, so just to take a quick look at my studio setup. So this is something that I'm improving over time. So I've got more improvements to come, but right now, so I've got something new I have is this microphone on my voice attached to my headphones. So no matter what angle I'm moving around at, you're going to hear me clearly. And I can also, play grooves and count or talk, or if I'm demonstrating something, which is good. So if I'm just playing a groove and trying to count it out for you, counting 8 notes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So that's good. I can also play along to songs, as I have a line here going in, so I can play along to songs. You can hear the drums and the song going, or I can play along to like a click track, for example. So here's play a groove along to a click here. So that can be helpful too. And yes, I've got 9 mics on the drums. Some of them are pretty good Shure mics. And that all goes into a mixer, and I've done a little mix there, and then it goes into the audio interface and into the computer. So that way you can hear the drums much more clearly than you would if I was doing just using the mic from directly from the computer, just kind of picking up the sound bouncing around in the room. This way you got the mic's close on the drums, on each drum, or most of the drums anyway, and you can kind of hear the specific difference between, when I'm playing the bass drum versus the snare drum, etc. So, and then another cool thing I have here is all these camera angles. So this is my main camera, kind of overhead, but from the side, showing the inside of the kit. And I got a lot of drums here. This is kind of my kit, but I've clearly marked with these black circles here the main toms that kind of indicate like a standard drum setup. So students can kind of see when I'm demonstrating, my main 3 toms that they would probably be playing with. So this is like the main view. But then I've also got, when I'm showing bass drum technique, I can show you my foot. Or if I'm playing a groove and you need to focus on kind of where the bass drum lands in the groove, you can listen to the bass drum and see it, or sort of focus on it while I'm doing that. So if I'm playing some sort of a you can kind of see when the bass drum is playing. And then for technique, I've got a practice pad camera here. So you can see my hands somewhat up close. So if I'm demonstrating rudiments, you know, like a paradiddle, I can show you my hands up close and I can sort of count it out. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And you can kind of, you know, if I turn my hand a little bit, you can really see my fingers. And so this is good for just showing technique and how to hold the sticks and working on our rudiments, like our doubles. And then we move over to, I also have a camera on my hi-hat pedal, just if I'm showcasing how to play the hi-hat. Maybe I'm showing you the sort of heel-toe rocking motion, you know. That kind of thing. And then I've got a main pedal view where you can see all of my pedals. So again, if I was doing that kind of jazz thing, you can see both my feet, or if we're doing some work on the double bass pedal, that kind of thing. You can see the double bass pedal. I've also got like a woodblock pedal here. Yeah. And so that is my setup, and more improvements to come on that over time. So the only other things to talk about in terms of your setup is if you're using an electronic kit, we would just need to have it going through a speaker, or perhaps using a cable to go directly to the device you're using to connect with me so that we can both hear. But that's not too complicated, we can figure that out. And then also when we start playing along the songs, depending on what kind of kit you're using, etc., we might need to come up with some kind of a system in terms of headphones or something so that you can listen to the song and play along. But again, nothing complicated. I can help you with that too. So for watching and listening to the lessons, I don't recommend you listen on the built-in speakers on most devices. So for especially for laptops and tablets, the built-in speakers typically don't reproduce the sound that well, especially in the low end, which is important for being able to distinguish the toms and the bass drum. So instead, if you can plug in some decent external speakers to that device, they don't have to be really expensive or elaborate or complicated, but some decent external speakers you plug in, you'll get a better audio experience. And for the screen, if you got a medium-sized screen on the device you're using, that can work well. But if you have a small screen, or even if you do have a medium screen, if you can use a cable and an adapter to attach that to a larger screen, like a TV for example, or if you can use Bluetooth or something to stream it to the TV, that can be much better too if you have a big screen. And again, the speakers on your TV though might again not be the greatest, but they'll probably be better than for sure than the speakers on your laptop or your tablet. But even with your TV, you could then use if you have like an audio system attached to your TV, you could use those speakers. So